So there was an exchange just yesterday that we also enjoyed. This is the CEO of the National Council of Nonprofits. Before we show this, why was she there? What were you guys trying to dig into?
You know, we're digging into the NGO industrial complex. This is a group of nonprofits and NGOs that receive hundreds of billions of dollars every single year from taxpayer expense. And the Democrats brought this lady in, who's the head of a nonprofit sort of umbrella group that represents a whole lot of different charities. Some receive tax dollars, some don't. And they brought her in basically to make the case that all nonprofits are great. They're, building houses for the homeless and they're feeding the poor. And the reality couldn't be further from the truth. This woman was a far left activist who is masquerading as a nonpartisan, nonprofit NGO person. So we wanted to expose her as well and show that this is the person that the Democrats want to speak for their side of the aisle.
So her name is Diane Yentl, President and Chief Executive Officer of the National Council of Nonprofits. Roll it. SOT 31.
Are you a racist?
I'm not a racist.
You're not a racist. Particularly interesting because according to one of your affiliate charities under your nonprofit umbrella, denial of racism constitutes covert white supremacy. Are you a covert white supremacist?
Sir, I'm here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits do.
Are you a covert white supremacist?
Can I talk about the work that nonprofits do in
No,
your
I'm
district?
asking you if you're a covert white supremacist.
I am here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits do. If you'd like to ask me a
I am
question
utterly
about
dumbfounded.
nonprofits
You are on
in your
record right now, and you will
or
not say
throughout
that
the
you are not a
country.
covert white supremacist?
I don't have a definition in front of me.
That is really, really astounding. I can answer very directly that I am not a covert white supremacist, and I imagine all of my colleagues can as well. I think you ought to reevaluate what you're doing in the nonprofit sector.
So she didn't want to give you the point, that, I am one, and concede the error of her own logic. So she just kept refusing to say it without thinking, why am I refusing to say this? This is such a basic denial that I should give.
I was a little dumbfounded during that hearing because it was so easy for her to just say no. And I gave her 2 or 3 minutes. And I kept asking her, are you sure you want to answer that way? Would you please? I was basically begging her to tell everybody she was not a white supremacist. And she just refused to do it.
True, because it's either your logic was faulty or you're a white supremacist. And she chose A, or she chose B. She chose B. She was like, I'm fine leaving it out there that I might be a covert white supremacist. I'm good with that. It's just, that's very clever. That's very well done.